Good morning. Happy Sunday. The sun is shining. Massachusetts, the temps have risen overnight, thank goodness. It's a cold, cold weekend. No complaints. I finished an entire book between Friday and Saturday and started a new one last night. So I took full advantage of being stuck in the house this weekend. If you're here, say good morning. And also, if you could let me know that you can hear me, that would be great. I have such like a fear about that now. And I'm using a new camera this week, so just so that I know you can hear me. How is everybody doing this Sunday morning? How did you enjoy? Good morning, Suchi. How did you enjoy this weekend? If you're in this area, oh, thank you. If you're in this area, how did you enjoy this frigidly cold weekend? Thank you, Jim. My car wouldn't start yesterday. I had to take my daughter to dance and my battery was dead. So I had to take my husband's truck, which I didn't love. Anyway, this week I thought I would help with every time we have something going on with us, no matter what it is, whether we enjoy it or not, we create this energetic tie with it. And as we go on with our days and our lives, good morning, Amy. As we go along with our days and our lives, we develop all of these energetic cords, and it's all of this energy that's leaving us, leaving our bodies, and it's going to whatever we are, whoever we're dealing with, whoever we're working, whatever we're working on. And they're just kind of like out there, right? So I have this meditation today where we're going to kind of clip those cords and pull that energy back to ourselves. This is really helpful if you feel drained all of the time, if you're kind of stuck in dealing with something that's been causing you a lot of grief. This is a nice way of kind of releasing that and letting it go. So let's get started. I'm going to start today with a little breath work for you. This is really, really helpful during those times that you are super stressed. If you are feeling overly anxious, overly stressed out, if you're in one of those situations where you're kind of losing it and your nervous system's going crazy, this box breathing is going to be very helpful to calm that nervous system right down. And it's a very easy process. So the process goes like this. You're going to breathe in for the count of 4. You're going to hold it for the count of 4. You're going to exhale for the count of 4. And once again, you're going to pause for the count of 4. And we'll repeat this a few times. So I'll do the counting for you. You can keep your eyes open if you'd like to, or you can close them. And just follow my guides for the timing of breath in, hold, breath out, pause before taking the next breath in. All right, so let's get ready. And again, I like to close my eyes. It just shuts me off from everything visually, but it's up to you. So let's take a breath in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, 4. Just keep this going. Hold. Release. Pause. In. Hold. Release. pause. Do one more. In, hold, out, pause. Okay, you can return to your normal breathing. So this has signaled your brain to just calm everything down. You are safe. You are okay. It has stopped all those stress hormones from coming through and coursing through your body. It's regulated your heartbeat. It's just given the signal that everything is okay and you can come back into a rested state, not a stressed state that is causing your flight or fight response. All right, let's move into the cord cutting. So you can be comfortably seated for this. You can be laying down, however you feel the most comfortable. Again, I love to close my eyes. It just cuts me off from everything out there and allows me to come in here. We're going to be doing some visualization for this one, so it's probably very helpful to have your eyes closed. Just have a nice, normal, steady breath as always, just an in and out through your nose if possible. And I want you to think about one thing, just one to start with, that has been an incredible drain on your energy. It could be a person, it could be a situation, it could be an activity that you have to do or you have done. Just one thing to start with. And I want you to picture it in a mini version floating out in front of you, maybe about an arm's length in front of you. If it's a person, you see this person just kind of bobbing in the space in front of you. If it's an action or an activity, it's just kind of a freeze frame right there in front of you. And as you look down, you see that there's this energetic cord between you and this thing that's bobbing and floating right in front of you. And it's tying your energy to this thing. And your energy is leaving your body through this cord and heading out to this thing. Sit in the feeling that this thing is causing you for a moment. It might be a little bit of stress, maybe it's anxiety, maybe it's exhaustion, frustration, anger, disappointment. Just sit in that feeling for a moment. And then you notice that you have this beautiful pair of scissors right in your hand. You take these scissors and you look out at this thing, whatever it is. You thank it for this tie to your energy, however it has served you. Even if you don't believe that it has served you, if it's caused you grief or pain, it has served you in some way, so just a thank you. Now you're going to take those scissors, you're going to snip that cord. And after you snip that cord, you're going to watch it gently float away. You can wave goodbye to it if you'd like, blow it a little kiss, and let it float right away. And as that is floating away, you notice that that half of the cord that is attached to you is slowly making its way back into you. And then before you know it, it has fully integrated back into you and it has disappeared. Just take a moment to see how that feels for you. Maybe you just got a little burst of energy. Maybe you felt a calm come over you. Maybe you feel a little bit more filled up, a little bit stronger. Maybe you feel a little bit supported. Just sit in that moment, that feeling for a moment. So we're going to continue this practice with all of the things that might be pulling your energy away. You can start with the bigger ones. You can start with things that are recent to you, maybe in the last couple of days. Just each of those things that have drawn from your energy, whether they're good or bad. If your child has been engaging with you a lot this weekend, that's an energetic tie that you're not releasing your child. You're not saying goodbye to your child. You're saying goodbye in this moment to the attachment, the energetic back and forth, simply for the purpose of calling that energy back to yourself so that it's ready the next time you need to use it. So again, this is not necessarily a releasing of things that don't serve you. It can be if you choose for it to be, but it's also just a call back of your energy. So for just a few moments here, think about those things that are bobbing and floating around you, that are attached to your energy in some way. Some of these things may be very big, maybe bigger problems, things that you've been dealing with for quite a while. Those cords might be a little bit thicker. If your energy is constantly going back and forth with this thing, those scissors might need to be a little bit bigger. Maybe it's something very minor, a little traffic incident or something that just drew a little bit of your energy. So it's just a whisper of a cord. Just take a moment and imagine them in your field out in front of you. Be sure to say a quick thank you to each of them. And you can start snipping with your scissors. Watching each person, incident, event, situation float away very gently, without any ill will or bad feelings. And as you snip each of those cords, you see them drawing back into you, pulling all of that energy back to you that you had been spending on them, on it. And with each thing you cut, energy is getting brighter and bolder. It's filling you right back up. Give you another minute or two if you have any additional cords that you would like to cut, or if you're still working through those first round of cuts. Don't forget to breathe. And call in some feelings of gratitude for how you have interacted with each of these things. Always an advocate for gratitude. And as you're cutting away the final cords, you just can sit for a moment in that renewed energy, all of that energy that you have just called back to yourself. You have done yourself an enormous service with this. You should be very proud of yourself for calling all of that energy back to serve you and everything that is about to come your way, so that you can serve from a place of being filled back up instead of depleted. Take a nice deep breath in, release that. Open your eyes and come back to the space. You can use this practice at any time, at any moment. Sometimes I'll find that I'm holding on to something or an interaction or something that's happened. And no matter where you are or what you're doing, you can just take a quick moment, imagine it as a cord, thank it, snip it, and let it be on its way. And you're severing that connection, that hold that it has on you, and that flow of energy that you are sending to it. I hope that you found this helpful. I'd love to hear comments and let me know how you found this to be for you. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. I hope you have some time planned for yourself. Thank you, Amy. And I will see you all soon. Thank you. Mwah.